Karyn Bryant for MMA H.E.A.T. I'm here with Chael Sonnen. And Chael, I'm curious about your vibe before a fight. As it gets closer, do you get more intense or more tranquil?
Right now, tranquil. If I was to describe myself with a word, I'm tired. I'm very tired.
Tired of the pregame talking and all that, or just tired of physical?
Literally have not slept. I am very tired.
How's your weight right now, and how close are you to making weight?
20 pounds over, and I have 24 hours to go.
So a sense of urgency, certainly. What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to go through a lot of discomfort.
Was that by design to come in this weight this week?
I'll make the weight. That's all that I know.
Well, you're a professional. You can handle it, right?
I know that's right.
So leading up to it, there's been so much back and forth between the two of you guys. What did you think on that phone call when he finally turned it on and started speaking to you? Was it a kind of, at last I got to him, or, was it just, we've known this all along and it's no big secret he's like this?
Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of thought about it at all. I mean, we're on a conference call. I thought it was appropriate. I thought everything he said was appropriate. He referenced beating children, and he's taking heat for that, and I don't think he should. I don't believe that's how he meant it at all. I think it came out, and the media backlashed that on him when he talked about beating children. I think he's probably a fairly good father in his real life. I don't know him, but, in his defense, that isn't how he meant it.
What do you make of the idea that some people say, oh, Chael, you don't mean any of the stuff you say. It's just a big joke. It's just hype. How do you feel about that?
If I was to talk to those people, I would simply say hello.
Well, that's good. You're a polite man, too, obviously. Well, Chael, I just want to say, if you do win this, who would you like next? I mean, if you're the king of the world, title holder of the world, who would be your first challenger?
Well, I like easy fights. So, if I could rematch Anderson, that would be most ideal. If Vitor could beat somebody that wasn't either, an invalid or a 170-pounder, and we could somehow trick the world into thinking he was relevant, that'd be nice. But, I like the easy fights. I had to fight Stan. I had to fight Bisping. I've had the hard fights. I had to fight Okami. Give me a few easy guys.
Michael Bisping has said that you're not the hardest puncher he's been against. Ed Suarez, basically, Anderson said the same thing, that you beat on him for 20 minutes and didn't get it done. So what's your response to that?
Why would I possibly care?
Well, I guess you shouldn't. You just want to finish the fight your own way, right? You don't care?
No, I don't care about any of that. I don't even care about finishing the fight. I'm not in that job. I've never had a close fight. I've never lost a round in MMA. I have no equal. You won't find one scoring card that's ever gone against me. If you had all of my fights combined and you set a stopwatch, you wouldn't find one collective minute that I've lost inside that ring. I am the most dominant fighter in the history of this sport. And those guys can say what they want, and they all have one thing in common. They're not Chael Sonnen.
The fight with Michael Bisping was very close, and you did outstrike him, but he said that in the ring afterwards, you said, hey, dude, you might have won this one. So is that true?
Sure. Well, I don't know what my words were exactly, but, I mean, I will always remain civil, and I will always be a gentleman. I'm house-trained, and I would continue to compliment Michael Bisping. I thought it was a very hard fight, very hard puzzle to figure out, and I don't backtrack on that.
Last question, how would you feel about a fight with Mark Munoz? If he wins next week and you win on Saturday, you guys could match up.
Oh, yeah. We're all going to fight each other. Mark and I have matched up before. We've signed contracts to fight before. That's not a big deal. We went and had dinner together and discussed it. I mean, that's just the way it goes. We'll all fight each other, though. And
I lied. Last question, how do you feel about your commentating? You've been doing a great job on Fuel. Is that something you want to keep doing?
I appreciate that. No, not really, but, if I can help out and it's something that they'd like me to do, I'm always happy to help. But, no, I'd rather be at home.
All right, thanks very much, Tim.
Awesome. Thanks, Karyn.
Great.